Hey you guys, this is Heath, and I just wanted to do an update video because I went to my top surgery consultation 2 days ago, and it went great. So I just kind of wanted to tell you what that was like, and just a general update of like how I'm feeling and what's going on lately. So about 3 weeks ago, I booked an appointment at the American Institute for Plastic Surgery in Plano with Dr. Raphael. Who is just really awesome at doing female-to-male top surgeries, and I believe he does male-to-female as well. So I'd seen some pictures of other guys that have went to him, and it looked really good. The incisions were really thin, which I really liked, and I just overall it was close and good results. So I was kind of sold before I even went and saw him. So I booked that appointment 3 weeks out, and I booked it for Monday. So I was excited about that, and they told me that I would need to bring a letter from the doctor that prescribes my hormones with me. So I contacted her, and initially I thought I was going to be able to get that just by email and through fax, but there needed to be a payment, and she really preferred that somebody show up in person to grab that. So I was able to have that picked up on Friday for me. So I got that letter, and just talking about the letter for a minute, it was so much more affirming than the letter I'd gotten from my therapist here in East Texas. My therapist, the letter that I got from her, acknowledged that I was a female body person wanting to undergo medical and surgical procedures to be a male-bodied person, but it never referred to me with the correct pronouns or the correct name, things that are really, really important to show support and understanding. So I was a little disappointed with the wording of it. It seemed just kind of insensitive in some ways, and the letter that I received from my doctor who prescribed the hormones to me, it was a lot more affirming. It used the correct pronouns, just the wording of it, and just the way it made me feel was a lot different. So I think it was really important for me to get that letter and to, I don't know, feel a little bit more support than I did prior. So I got the letter to take to my consultation for top surgery. And I think it was Saturday morning. I woke up to check my email, and I had an email from Dr. Raphael's office, and it pretty much said that they had overbooked for Monday, and so he would not be able to see me for my consultation at 2:30. So when I got that email, I got like super bummed. It was something that I looked forward to a lot, and I booked it, 3 weeks out. So I really thought that was like, I don't know, kind of last minute to let me know that I wouldn't have my appointment. So I got discouraged pretty bad. And it said in the email just to call Monday morning and kind of see what was up. So I tried to stay upbeat that weekend, even though I knew that there's probably a good chance that I wouldn't be able to go get my consultation done on Monday. I just tried to kind of remind myself that I had waited this long. So it was going to happen. And maybe it would just happen like a little bit later than I thought. So I just tried to stay positive. I don't know that it did like a great job of doing that, but I did try. So Monday morning I called, and they asked me if I could come on Tuesday, and I told them I had work, and that I gotten somebody to cover my shift for Monday, and kind of made arrangements because I really thought that my consultation was going to be that day. And so they were very, very kind, asked me just to wait a minute, and they came back and told me that he could see me. It just wouldn't be at 2:30, it would be at 3:30. So I was pumped about that. So I went up there that same day, and I drove, I think it's about 2.5 hours. I drove up there and filled out some paperwork. Their office staff was like super friendly, all male pronouns. They call me by my name. They're just really, really kind. And so I wasn't there, but like, I don't know, 20 minutes before I got pulled back, And the lady that talked to me, her name was Angela, and she was super sweet. She asked me, how long I'd been presenting as male, was I on hormones, and when would I want to have top surgery if that goes through for me and everything. So I told her that I really was in a position where as soon as I could would be good, and would be what I would like. And so I kind of told her that. And then the doctor came in, and he was just this like crazy, outgoing, kind guy. He was very sweet to me, very affirming. He looked at my chest, told me that he thinks that my outcome is just going to be great, which was really nice to hear. So he explained to me that we would be doing a mastectomy, and so there would be some scarring, but that's not something that like I personally have any issue with. I just want it to be like flat and masculine, and so and he assured me that that probably wouldn't be an issue from what he can tell. So that was great to hear. And then I booked my top surgery day. So I'm going to have top surgery in about 7 weeks on August the 5th. And what I'll do is I'll come up like the day before for a pre-op appointment. And I'm just going to stay in a hotel there for a couple days so I can do like my day after, like post-op appointment, make sure everything's okay. I went ahead and requested 2 weeks off for work. I feel like that's enough time so that like I can be feeling good enough that I can get around. My job is kind of office-ish, so I don't have like a whole lot of strenuous things. But I do need to have some mobility because I work crisis mental health, and sometimes things happen and we need to be able to get up and go. So that is kind of my update for how my top surgery consultation went, and I'm just really excited about it. Beyond that, lately I've been feeling pretty good. I've been on testosterone for 15 days now. Haven't noticed any changes really, but I just feel better. Maybe some more energy, I think. But I don't know if that's just like me being like super excited about everything and the process coming through. And then sometimes my voice feels a little weird, but like a good weird. I don't know. So I wouldn't say it was any deeper right now, but I think something's happening. So yeah, that's how that's going. I did my second shot last night. It was my first shot that I did at home. And I had my partner, Alyssa, came over and did that shot for me. So that was great. But that's kind of my update for right now. I think the next video I'm going to do will be my 1 month on T video. Hopefully I'll have like a few more changes to talk about. And I'll probably at that time talk a little bit more about like things that are going on in my life socially and more emotionally and stuff. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead and you can do that. The Instagram name is becoming_Heath, and the name on there is Heath Foster Collison. So I will be making another video again here in about 2 weeks.